Yo, what's up, guys? Holy shit. What a game this was between the Leafs and Avalanche. But the Leafs go into Colorado and find a way to win in overtime 4-3, guys. Man, oh man, oh man, guys. What a fantastic win for the Maple Leafs tonight in Colorado. Spectacular win tonight, guys. Snapping Colorado's 17-game home winning streak, guys. Just an incredible performance tonight by the Toronto Maple Leafs. I am so bloody pumped right now with the way the Leafs played this game tonight in Colorado. Just a spectacular team win tonight by the Maple Leafs, continuing their point streak at 10 straight games with a point, an 8-0-2 record, guys, undefeated in the year of 2026. Things have been looking so solid for the Maple Leafs, guys, since the calendar flip. But obviously, the game didn't start off pretty. Of course, Colorado, obviously the best team in the NHL, of course, having 4 regulation losses all year. We knew we were going to be in for a bit long night tonight, of course. A very strong team in Colorado tonight. And man, oh man, they got some skaters on their team. They got some great players. Obviously, Nate McKinnon. They got Natchez, Makar, Nelson, Nichushkin, some incredible players on their team. And you knew Joel Wall was going to have a busy night. But I thought Joel Wall was absolutely spectacular tonight, especially in that first period, keeping the Leafs in this hockey game tonight, especially the first 5 minutes, where Colorado were really pouring it on thick in the first 5 minutes of the game there. Joel Wall made some great saves, kept them in the game for the Leafs. Leafs had a great chance early on in the game. Lawton hit a crossbar, and then you just saw the Leafs continuing to push, continuing to get all time threatening Colorado with chances. The Leafs had 15 shots on net in that first period, had a solid first power play of the game there. I thought the Leafs were going to score on that power play. They had some really threatening chances, especially by the second unit on that power play. I thought they did a really good job. But unfortunately, Colorado's got one of the best penalty kills in the league, if not the best. Stopped that power play, of course, for the Leafs. They did a good job, Colorado, of course. But then the Leafs continued to push, and Joel Wall makes a great save because the puck takes an awkward bounce off the boards. Colorado's got an opportunity, but Joel Wall makes a great save, and then we saw Easton Cowan get an opportunity to throw the puck in front of the net. There goes off Burns' skate, and the Leafs take a 1-0 lead. And I felt it was a deserving goal, too. I thought the Leafs were playing well after that 5-minute early push by the Avalanche, and I thought the Leafs started to dictate play more, get more ozone time. And I thought that was a great goal by Easton Cowan, of course, right? But then, obviously, Colorado, being the team that they are, of course, they have superstar players on their team, of course, and you got a guy like Martin Natchez, of course, obviously, who's got traded from Carolina, didn't have the greatest start to his Avalanche career, but this year he's really stepped it up. The guy's got like 57 points this year. He's been a really great player to play alongside Nathan McKinnon, and then he sends Jake McCabe spinning, of course, makes a great play, finds Makar on the other side of the ice there with a great pass. Makar snipes it to tie the game up at 1-1. It's a great goal by the Avalanche. Obviously, it's a well-deserved goal because the Avalanche were really starting to push again in that period, but really solid first period. I felt the Leafs were doing a good job. 1-1, and then, of course, Morgan Rielly, doesn't do something very smart. Obviously, cross-checks the Colorado player in front of that. I forgot who it was, but takes a stupid penalty there. Almost hurts Joe Wall in the process, too. So, Morgan Rielly, there's more of a possibility of him doing something stupid than him doing something smart in a hockey game, as we saw tonight, of course. And then after 10 seconds after Rielly commits the penalty, as we saw, Brock Nelson's wide open in the slot for a shot there and beats Joe Wall. Great little backhanded pass by McKinnon there. Nelson gets the goal there. Avalanche take a 2-1 lead. An avoidable goal there, too. Morgan Rielly just had some brains in his head. But other than that, I thought Rielly played okay in this game. Just that moment there really hurt the Maple Leafs. So Avalanche take a 2-1 lead. I felt the Leafs were playing well and didn't deserve to go down 2-1 in the game there, guys. But unfortunately, as we saw, it was 2-1, but the Leafs continued to play well, continued to get ozone time, continued to threaten Colorado's net. And we saw Colorado, where the Leafs were on a face-off in their own end. Colorado turned the puck over, and Bobby McMahon, this guy here, what a skater he is. Turns on the afterburners, pushes that puck forward, and you knew once he had that space up ice, he was gone. And what a great shot by McMahon to beat Colorado's goalie Minor there. Great shot by McMahon, guys, to tie it up at 2-2. And I said to myself, I go, the way this game's going, the Leafs are giving themselves an opportunity to find a way to win this hockey game. And the Leafs had another power play chance as well in this game. And that annoyed me a little bit because Berube had let the first power play stay on the ice. They were on the ice for like 2 minutes before they drew a penalty off the Tavares high stick. And I felt he should have maybe played the second unit there because I thought they did a really good job on the first power play. So that was the one thing that did annoy me about Craig Berube tonight. But other than that, I thought he did a great job with the lines and everything else. Matthews had a great chance as well. He hit the crossbar off a great shot there as well. So the Leafs very well deserved to be up in this game. Had many opportunities in this game. I thought they were the way better team in this second period. Guys dictating play. Colorado didn't do very much. The Leafs were getting in the corners, getting pucks to the point, getting pucks to the net. They were doing some great thing. The Leafs threatening a lot of times in that second period. Did a very good job, I felt, the Leafs in this hockey game. Just making Colorado's life difficult, and keeping them in their own end where Colorado's not very good at times in their own end. So I thought the Leafs did a great job there. But we obviously knew that Colorado has a great home record, the best team in the NHL. Of course, you knew they weren't going to go down without a fight. But the Leafs, man, they've been showing so much character, so much resiliency, guys, and really been showing that they have a different mentality and have bought into the system. And they showed it again in the third period. Austin Matthews really becoming the Austin Matthews that we all know and love. We were all wondering what the hell was wrong with him. But in this game tonight, Austin Matthews showed what he's capable of with that bloody snipe in the third period with a great pass by William Nylander, and Matthews with that little drag and boom, top corner, and then with that beautiful celebration. You're just thinking to yourself, is he back? Is he back? 14 points in 7 games for Austin, guys. 7 goals, I'm pretty sure, in 7 games or something like that. 6 goals in 7 games, something like that. But we are starting to see the return of our captain, our superstar, Austin Matthews. He was spectacular tonight at times in this hockey game. Carried the Maple Leafs in the third with that goal. Unfortunately, as we saw, he took a stupid penalty at the end of the game there. Luckily enough, it didn't cost the Leafs, but we also saw Colorado tying it up with a great pass by Nate McKinnon. You can't give Nate McKinnon that much time to make a pass, and we saw Nate just get into that little middle, that wide open little spot in the middle there in between Ekman Larsson and McCabe and Matthews. He's able to slot it in to tie it up at 3-3, but I said to myself, if the Leafs lose this game, I was going to be annoyed because I felt they were the better team in this game, the team that dictated play more, had the better opportunities, and I felt that they would have gotten screwed if they didn't win this hockey game. And that almost happened, of course, because as we saw, as the game went to overtime, obviously, McKinnon hits the crossbar, and then the puck bounces in between Natchez' feet there. Luckily enough, it didn't go in. Thank God Almighty it didn't go in. And I said to myself, once that didn't go in, I go, maybe the Leafs are going to find a way to squeak this game in and win this hockey game. And then after, we saw OEL and William Nylander on a 2-on-1, of course, and OEL makes a great pass to William Nylander. Nylander beats Miner 5-hole and gives the Leafs the extra point in overtime. Guys, just an incredible, valiant effort by the Maple Leafs. And don't forget as well, we lost Nick Robertson in the first period from a slap shot from Josh Manson. So we were a man down as well. McMahon had to go up on the third line, play with Juan Cowan at times. McMahon, I thought, did a very good job in this game at times, guys. But give the Leafs a lot of bloody credit. You showed a lot of character, a valiant effort by the Maple Leafs to go into Colorado. The Leafs are the only team this year to take Colorado overtime at home ice. The Leafs did a lot of things tonight that the Avalanche aren't used to, going to overtime at home and losing at home. So the Leafs, if you ask me right now, guys, we are playing some great hockey as of late. The team is playing great. You're getting some incredible performances by guys like Brandon Carlo, who has been spectacular since coming off surgery and his injury. He has been immense for the Leafs, and he could have come back at a more perfect time with Tanev going down. McCabe didn't have the best night. He was a -2, probably one of his worst games of the season, if you ask me, Jake McCabe. But that's how good he's been this year. So Jake McCabe's excuse for that. I thought Stetcher had a good night as well. I thought Riley redeemed himself, had a good night after that stupid penalty he took in the game. So there was some great performances as well on the forward lines. Like, I thought Matthews was great. I thought Cowan played well, even though he didn't play much in the third period at times of this game, guys. Nyes had a bit of a quiet night. Tavares was quiet. If you ask me, I wouldn't mind seeing Bobby McMahon going back up in the first line with Matthews and Domi, maybe putting Nyes with Tavares and Nylander. But the problem is, I think Michelli's been playing well as well. But we got to see what happens with Nick Robertson. I saw him walking behind William Nylander when he was doing his post-game interview with Sean McKenzie. So maybe that's a good sign for Nick. It was just a bruise possibly, who knows, but he's been playing some great hockey, so hopefully he's okay. I think Waz's been playing some great hockey, but right now as a whole, guys, the Leafs are just slowly climbing up the rankings. They're first in a wild card spot. No, you just passed Boston. You just passed Buffalo and Washington. You even passed Boston as well, Florida. This point tonight in overtime, the extra point was so bloody massive for the Maple Leafs tonight. I can't even fathom it, how good of a win this was for the Maple Leafs tonight. I'm so pumped up with the way Joe Wall played tonight, making 31 saves on 34 shots after having a shutout the other night. He's been great for the Leafs. He's like 9-1-1 in his last 11 starts. So he and Hildeby has been spectacular for the Leafs. The Leafs are getting goaltending again, like they weren't getting at the beginning of the season. Of course, the Leafs are playing defense now again. They're playing solid defense, not losing the puck in their own end, not turning it over. The breakouts are great. The Leafs are one of the best third period teams when having goals and shots on net. So things are trending in the right direction, guys. This is a statement win tonight to go into Colorado a mile high above sea level and beat the hot Avalanche. The record that they had at home, the record they have in general, the players they have on this team. To see the Leafs do what they did tonight just gives us Leaf fans hope that this team here can get back into a top 3 Atlantic spot, guys. Maybe make a run, try to catch maybe a Montreal or a Tampa. Tampa lost Braden Point tonight. Who knows how long he's going to be out for. Things are looking up, guys. Things are looking positive right now for the Maple Leafs. You're getting performances from your superstars. Matthews had 2 points tonight. So did William Nylander as well, had 2 points. You're getting bottom 6 scoring now, bottom 6 production. Your D-core's being productive. They're doing good things as well offensively. Your goaltending has been great. Nothing but positives right now regarding the Maple Leafs, guys. We're feeling really good about ourselves and about our hockey team. You got a back-to-back tomorrow night against the Utah Mammoth. You got to get up and get ready for that game. Every game matters now until the playoffs. We're basically playing playoff hockey now, if you guys ask me, till April now, because every game, every point matters now, because things are so tight in the Atlantic and in the Eastern Conference. You know, there are so many teams fighting for a playoff spot, so every point matters right now, guys. Every game matters, and it's great to see. You know, we're always used to the regular season being a formality for the Maple Leafs, and this year now things are going to be a lot more interesting. You're getting some great play from players around the hockey team right now. The coaching obviously has been a lot better, of course, since Steve Sullivan has been around. The Leafs have accumulated like 16 of 18 points. Was Mark Savard really this big of an issue for the Maple Leafs? Was he really stagnating the offense of the Maple Leafs? It seems to be the case right now. I don't want to blame an assistant coach for why the Leafs have so many struggles. But right now, since he's been fired, the Leafs have been firing on all cylinders. Been playing some great hockey. Have a statement win tonight against the Colorado Avalanche, the best team in the NHL, bar none right now, guys. An incredible win for the Maple Leafs. Utah tomorrow night, and then we got to deal with a bitch on Thursday night in Vegas. So hopefully we beat Utah, and then hopefully we go to Vegas and spank up little Mitchie boy over there on Thursday night, guys. But I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this hockey game tonight. Such an incredible performance by the Maple Leafs tonight. They did not let up. They did not give up. When Colorado pushed, the Leafs pushed back, and they were able to land the final blow in overtime with a William Nylander game winner. Great win for the Leafs. Great win for the team. Just a spectacular performance tonight. So, guys, like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Leafs, go as always, guys. We'll see you guys on the next episode of Leafs Unfiltered. Ciao, guys.